Good morning, students. In our today's session, we are going to continue the story, The Lady of the Tiger by Frank Starkey. Okay. So we know that the princess, she knows the secrets behind the door. Clear. And not only did she know in which room stood the lady ready to emerge, all blushing and radiant should her door be opened, but she knew who it was, one of the fairest and loveliest of the damsels of the court who had been selected as the reward of the accused youth. Should should he be proved innocent of the crime of aspiring to one so far above him? And the princess hated her. So here she knows the secrets behind the door. We know that. So here, apart from that, she knows that who is that lady? Who is that lady who is standing behind the door? So here she's, in her opinion, it comes like the lady who is standing there, she blushes and she shines and she glows with beauty. It was one of the fairest, loveliest of the damsels of the court. She is one of the beautiful maidens of the place. And she's going to, if everything goes well, if he is proved innocent, she'll be married with that handsome man. Clear? So here accused you. Should he be the proved innocent of the crime aspiring to one so far above him? And the princess hated. So that's why princess doesn't like her standing here inside the room behind the door. Often had she seen or imagined that she had seen this fair creature throwing glances of admiration upon the person of a lover. And sometimes she thought these glances were perceived and even written. So already, she has seen them together, talking together. Okay. These two people, one is that lady and another one is that her lover, the handsome man. Okay. Now and then she had seen them talking together. It was but for a moment or two, but much can be said in brief space. So what they will be talking, it may be for a short while. What thought of dealt with them? But she had dared to raise her eyes to the beloved one of the princes, and with all the intensity of the savage blood transmitted to her through long lines of holy barbaric ancestors, she hated the woman who blushed and trembled behind that silence. So already she has seen them having, sharing glances with each other and talking to one another. And she cannot imagine her lover speaking to that lady. That is why she doesn't like the lady. She hates the lady who is blushing and trembling behind the silent door. When her lover turned and looked at her, and his eye met hers, and as she said, very close to it. As she said that, paler and whiter than anyone in the vast ocean of the anxious faces about her, he saw, by the power of quick perception in which is given to those whose souls are one, that she knew behind which door crouched the tiger and behind which stood the lady. So here now we come to know that person has entered that, arena, and she glances at the lady, glances at her. At his lady love. Clear. When a lover turned and looked at her, and his eyes met hers as she sat there, she is sitting there with pale and pale face because she is very much tense. She is very much anxious to know what is going to happen. So here he assumes that she may be knowing where is the tiger and where is the lady. No, the power of quick perception in which is given to those whose souls are one. So these two people, they may be different in having different physique, but they are one in sharing the soul. That she knew behind which door crouched the tiger. So he has an idea that that girl might be knowing about the secret that where is the tiger and where is the girl. So he understood which door crouched the tiger. What is it crouching? A position where the knees are bent and your upper body is brought forward. Here it means the tiger is ready to attack. Okay. And behind which stood the lady. He had experienced her to know it. He understood her nature, and his soul was assured that she would never rest until she she had made plain to herself this thing, hidden to all other lookers on, even to the king. So he knows her very well, what she will do. What no, he knows, no, she is the person who he is in love with, no? So he knows all such things about the lady. So she'll be knowing everything about the secret. Even king might not know. No, he might not be knowing about these things, but she will know everything he thinks. The only hope for the youth in which there was any element of certainty was based upon the success of the princess in discovering this mystery. And the moment he looked upon her, he saw she had succeeded, as in his soul she knew she would succeed. So here he looks at her, she glances at her to know the secret to open the door. So here the look that she gives to him, no, that the look that she shares with him is a sign of showing her success, that she has known the secret. Clear? Then it was this quick and anxious glance asked the question. So they are not speaking to each other, just they are sharing glances. In that glance, as if no, there is a question, which it was as plain to her as if he shouted it from where he stood. So it means that which door, where? There was not an instant to be lost. The question was asked in a flash. It is nothing but a small look, small question is asked by having a look. So here he has asked that and he has got the answer, received the answer. Her right arm lay on the cushioned parapet before her. She raised her hand and made a slight, quick movement toward the right. Now, she's not supposed to speak there, no. So just she gives a signal. She gives out the signal by moving her right hand. No one but a lover saw her. Every eye but it was fixed on the man involved. So no one notices that what is going in between these two people. They have exchanged something. No, they don't know anything. But this man has noticed that she is signaling towards the right door. He turned and with a firm and rapid step, he walked across the empty space. So he goes forward to open the door. Every heart stopped beating. Every breath was held. Every eye was fixed immovably upon that man. Everyone is very much what is that? Anxious. What is going to happen? No one knows. Some people they have forgotten to have their heartbeats. Without the slightest hesitation, he went to the door on the right and opened it. Without having any second thoughts or second idea, no, he goes to the door directly and opens it because it has been given by the lady. Clear? Now the point of the story is this: did the tiger come out of the door or did the lady? So this is the question. So here's open the right door. Whether there's tiger or the lady, this is the question. One more we reflect upon this question, the harder is to answer. It involves a study of human heart, which leads us through the devious mazes of passion, out of which it is difficult to find out ways. So here, this is a very serious question, because unless we know we have witnessed or we have heard about that story, we are not able to answer where is the tiger and where is the lady at, which is behind that door, right door. Here the author says it involves a study of the human heart. It is something related to your human psyche. It is nothing but psychoanalytic theory, which was founded by Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud says that here human behavior and our personality, these two things are very much influenced by our personal experiences, childhood experiences, our insights, and interpersonal conflicts. So here our mind is divided into three parts: ego and superego. What is seed? It is nothing but your instinct. So I want to buy this car. That is what is ego? Rationality. So in order to get this, I have to do something. So that is ego. What is ego? Superego? Morality. So this is not the way that I should follow to get this. This is the right way and that is the wrong. So here this is based on the psychoanalytic theory. So no one can have any speculation about the idea of the lady to have that signal, to give that signal. Clear? Think of it, fair reader, not as if the decision of the question depended upon yourself, but upon the hard-blooded, semi-barbaric princess, a soul at a white heart,
white heat beneath the combined fires of despair and jealousy. So she is there as a symbol of despair and jealousy. She cannot tolerate her man speaking to a beautiful woman. Even though he is not in love with that girl before, but these two people are in love with each other. She cannot tolerate them, these two people talking together, speaking for a few moments. So here, how this semi-barbaric princess allow her lover to get married to the beautiful woman. She had lost him, but who should have him? What will happen? So, will she allow her to get united with the lady? How often in her waking hours and in her dreams had she strained in wild horror and covered her face with her hands as she thought of her lover opening the door on the other side of which waited the cruel fangs. So no, once the king decides to have this case, once he announces the trial of this case, so here the lady, night and day she thinks about the case. What will happen? Then only she finds out other secrets and all. Here she just now he has visions of two things. What will happen if she opens the door in which there is the lady? What will happen if he opens the door in which there is a tiger? So she imagines about these two things. So here, what do you mean by cruel fangs? Cruel teeth. Clear. But how much oftener had she seen him at the other door, having her grievous reveries, had she gnashed her teeth and torn her hair, when she saw his start of rapturous delight as he opened the door of the lady. So what will happen if he opens the door in which there is a lady, So here, he will express a kind of, great pleasure if he is opening the door, which is welcomed by the lady. Okay. So she cannot tolerate that by having that imagination. The author says she is gnashing her teeth. What is it? Grinding the teeth together. She cannot control having an imagination, seeing her lover meeting that lady in the room. Clear. How her soul had burned in agony when she had seen him rush to meet that woman with her flushing cheek and sparkling eye of triumph. When she had seen him lead her forth, his whole frame kindled with joy of recovered life. So he will be very happy. He will be completely relieved. He will have her life regained because he is going to start a new life with that beautiful lady because she has come. She has succeeded her. He has succeeded his death. Clear. So here, when she heard that glad shouts from the multitude, and the wild ringing of the happy bells, when she had seen the priest with his joyous followers advance to the couple and make them man and wife before her embrace. She's imagining everything. What will happen? So here, she visions about the man, getting married with that lady. The priest standing there, giving them instructions and solemnizing the marriage. Everything is visioned by that lady. Okay. And when she had seen them walk away together upon the path of flowers, how they are moving out of the place, how they are moving out of the arena as husband and wife, followed by the tremendous shouts of the hilarious multitude. So all people cheering for their life because this man has succeeded, being happy for his happiness, in which her one despairing shriek was lost and out. Everyone is happy except only one. Who is this lady? Who is that one? This lady. Would it not be better for him, lady here, the princess, would it not be better for him to die at once and go wait for her in the blessed regions of semi-barbaric futurity? How this man make her sad? If he marries that beautiful woman, princess will not be happy at all. So here, let him die first. Go and wait for her in the heaven till she comes there. Let them get united in the heaven, because she has that kind of semi-barbaric blood. And yet that awful tiger, those shrieks, that blood. So she has again visions of the tiger. After the tiger is attacking that man, he gives out a loud or a high-pitched sound. What will happen? the bloodshed, everything. Her decision had been indicated in an instant, but it had been made after days and nights of anguish, deliberation. So she has not taken the decision to give him a signal towards the right door. It's not a decision taken out of a second or a minute, because she has thought about it for so many days and nights. It is not out of deliberation. What do you mean by deliberation? Huh? It is not, it is because of her anguish, deliberation is there now. What is deliberation? It has been given out intentionally. Clear? Then cautious, she knows what she is doing. She had known she would be asked. She had decided what she would answer. She knows that he'll approach her to get the ideas about opening the door. That is why she has decided to give the signal towards the right door. Without slightest hesitation, she had moved her right hand to the right. She is giving him the right signal. No? The question of her decision is one not to be lightly considered. So the question is, did the tiger come out of the door, or did the lady? No? It is not for me to presume to set myself as a one person able to answer. The author says he is he is not in a position to answer this serious question. It's according to the psyche of our own nature. So it should be understood and analyzed as per, after understanding the nature of that lady, princess. So he's not in a position to solve this question alone. And so I leave it with all of you. So he is not giving us the climax. Rather, he makes us to ponder over it, to decide based on the qualities he has mentioned about that lady, princess. We can conclude as we please. Clear? Discussion questions. Question number 1. What are the strongest arguments for the princess choosing the tiger? What about the lady? Consider her jealousy versus love. Question number 2. Why did the young man choose the door? The princess indicated without hesitation. So I'll explain this part in Tamil now. So நேத்துக்கு நம்ம என்ன பார்த்தோம், அந்த பிரின்சஸ்க்கு தெரிஞ்சு போயிடுது ட்ரையலுக்கு வர்றதுக்கு முன்னாடியே எந்த டோர்ல டைகர் இருக்கு, எந்த டோர்ல லேடி இருக்கான்னு தெரிஞ்சுது இல்லையா. சோ அது பெருசு கிடையாது, யாரு இருக்கா அந்த பொண்ணு யாருங்கிறது கூட அவளுக்கு கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டா, உள்ள எந்த பொண்ணு இருக்குன்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு. சோ ஆல்ரெடி இவங்க 2 பேரும் பாக்குறதையும் பேசுறதையும் அவள் நோட்டீஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. பண்ணப்ப அவளை அதுவே தாங்க முடியல. 2 பேர் கொஞ்ச நேரம் சும்மா சாதாரணமா பேசுனது அதே அவளால பார்க்க முடியல. அந்த பையன் அந்த பொண்ணோட பேசலாம், அது எப்படி அவங்க கூட பேசலாம்னு அவளுக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்கு. ஓகே, இப்ப எப்படி அவ அலோவ் பண்ணுவா? இப்ப அந்த 2 பேரும் கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்கோ 2 பேரும் இந்த ஹாப்பி லைஃப் லீட் பண்றதுக்கோ அவளுக்கு அதனால பிடிக்கல. அந்த பொண்ணு இப்ப இங்க இருக்காங்கிறது அவளால தாங்க முடியல. இப்ப எப்படி உள்ள இவ ஹாப்பி ஆயிடுவாளே, இந்த பையனை கல்யாணம் பண்ணா she will also be happy. அது எப்படி அவ ஹாப்பியா இருக்கலாம்? இப்போ அந்த பையன் உள்ள வந்துட்டான். உள்ள வந்தானே அவனுக்கு என்ன, யார் கைட் பண்ணுவான்னா அவனுக்கு தானா டிசைட் பண்ண முடியல. சரி, பிரின்சஸ் நமக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுவாங்க, நம்ம ஆள்தானு சொல்லி அவன் பாக்குறான். நமக்கு தெரிஞ்ச நல்ல ஐடியா கொடுப்பா அந்த பொண்ணு அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஐடியால என்ன பண்றான், அந்த பொண்ணை பாக்குறான். அவன் என்ன சொல்றான், அவ பேசாம இருக்காங்க. இனிஷியலி இந்த கிளான்ஸ் பார்த்த உடனே அவனுக்கு புரியுது எந்த டோர் ஓபன் பண்ணணும்னு அவன் கொஸ்டின் கேட்கறான் அப்படிங்கறத அவன் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிட்டான். அவ ஆல்ரெடி என்ன பண்ணிட்டான், அவங்க என்ன பதில் சொல்லணுங்கிறத டிசைட் பண்ணி தான் வந்து உட்காந்துருக்கான். சோ டிசைட் பண்ணி உட்கார்ந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன ஆகுது, அவ ரைட் சைடு காட்டுறான். அங்க டைகர் டைகர் எப்படி இருக்கான், க்ரௌச்சிங் பொசிஷன்ல இருக்கான். அதோ திறந்தா மேல புடுங்குற அளவுக்கு இருக்குது, அப்படியே நம்மள குத்தி இது பண்ற அளவுக்கு இருக்கு, ரெடியா இருக்கு. இன்னொன்னுல அந்த பொண்ணு ஹாப்பியா இருக்கா, அவ்வளவு அவளை நோட்டீஸ் பண்ணிருக்கா, அப்புறம் ஹாப்பியா சந்தோஷமா இருக்கா. ஏன்னா பையன் சோ அந்த யார் கல்யாணம் பண்ணினாலும் ஹாப்பியா இருப்பாங்க இல்லையா. அந்த பொண்ணுக்கு உனக்கும் மேட்சிங்கா இருக்கும், இவளால அதை தாங்க முடியும். சோ அப்ப என்ன பண்றா, இவ சிக்னல் கொடுக்கறது அந்த கிளான்ஸ்ல அவ புரிஞ்சுன்றான் எந்த டோரை ஓபன் பண்ணணும்னு அவன் கேட்கறான். இமீடியட்லி என்ன பண்றா, யாருக்குமே பாக்கல, மத்த யாருமே இவங்க 2 பேரும் கிளான்ஸ் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ஆறுது, என்ன சிக்னல் கொடுக்குறாங்க, என்ன பேசிக்கிறாங்க, கண்ணால பேசிக்கிறாங்கன்றது மத்த யாருக்கும் தெரியல. இவ என்ன பண்றா, ரைட் சைட உட்காந்துருக்கா, அந்த குஷன்ல கை வச்சிருக்காள், அந்த கையை எடுத்து அப்படியே ரைட் டோருக்கு நைஸா அப்படி கை தூக்குற மாதிரி காட்டிடுறான். அப்ப அவனுக்கு புரிஞ்சு போயிடுறது ரைட் சைடு தான் போகணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு என்ன பண்றான், நடந்து போய் ரைட் சைடு இருக்கிற டோரை சடார்னு ஓபன் பண்ண யோஜனையே இல்லை அவனுக்கு. செகண்ட் தாட், ஓபன் பண்ணலாமா வேண்டாமான்லாம் திங்க் பண்ணவே இல்லை, சடார்னு போய் ஓபன் பண்ணுது. இப்பதான் ஒரு கொஸ்டின் கேட்கிறாரு, இப்போ அந்த டோர்ல இருந்து எது வெளியில வந்தது, பொண்ணு வந்தாளா இல்ல டைகர் வந்ததா அப்படின்னா இது ஒரு பெரிய சீக்ரெட் கொஸ்டின் சொல்ல முடியாது, சீரியஸ் கொஸ்டின் சொல்றேன். என்ன சீரியஸ் கொஸ்டின்னா, இது அவ எதை ஆன்சர் பண்ணிருக்காளோ அதை பொறுத்துதான். அந்த பொண்ணு கொஞ்ச நேரம் பேசுறதே அவளால ஜெலசி இருக்கு அவளுக்கு, எப்படி அவ அலோவ் பண்ணுவா. ஏன்னா என்ன சொல்றாருன்னா நம்மளோட ஹியூமன் மைண்டை பொறுத்து இருக்கு. நம்ம மனசு வந்து அவன் நன்னா இருக்கட்டும் நினைச்சு அவ பண்ணியிருந்தா மேபி அங்க வந்து அந்த பொண்ணு இருந்திருக்கலாம். இல்ல அவனை பேசுறதே உன்னால அலோவ் பண்ண முடியல, அவ செமி பார்பாரிக் சொல்லிட்டா, சாவேஜ் பிளட்னு சொல்லிட்டா. அப்ப எப்படி அவளால அலோவ் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சாருன்னா அவன் டைகர் தான் இருக்கு. இப்ப என்ன நினைக்கலாம்னா ரெண்டு இமேஜின் பண்ணிருக்கா. ஆக்சுவலி அப்பா வந்து ட்ரையலுக்கு அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ண உடனே இந்த பொண்ணு இமேஜின் பண்றான். அவங்க போய் நிக்கிறதையும் இங்க வந்து கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்க போறதும் இந்த பக்கம் டைகர் இருக்கு. எப்படி அவன் இமேஜின் பண்றான்னா ஒண்ணு வந்து டைகர் பிச்சின்னு வந்து அவன் சாகிறது, செகண்ட் இன்னொன்னு என்னது அங்க பொண்ணு இருக்குது ஓபன் பண்ணி வெளியில வந்து ப்ரீஸ்ட் எல்லாம் வந்து எல்லாரும் வந்து அவளை கல்யாணம் பண்ணி வச்சு ஹாப்பியா ஜாய்ஃபுல் சிங்கிங் டான்சிங் அந்த மெரிமெண்ட் எல்லாம் அங்க பார்த்து எல்லாரும் பை பை சொல்லி ஹஸ்பண்ட் அண்ட் ஒய்ஃபா அவ போறது எல்லாமே விஷன்ல வருது. அவளால அது தாங்க முடியல. அவ என்ன நினைக்கிற பிரசவம் போட்டுமே மேல டைகர் கடிச்சு முன்னாடி போட்டோம், வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டோம், நாங்க 2 பேரும் அங்க போய் யுனைட் ஆகிக்கிறோம் அப்படி அவளுக்கு தோன்றது மைண்ட்ல. அந்த ஆன்சர் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அவளுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச விஷயம் அதெல்லாம். அப்ப இவ என்ன பண்ணிருப்பாங்கிறத ஆத்தர் இதெல்லாம் ஹிண்ட் தான் கொடுக்குறாரு. அப்ப நம்ம புரிஞ்சுக்கணும் அவர் என்ன சொல்ல வராருங்கிறத நம்ம புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். ஓகே, அது 2 சைடு அவன் ஹாப்பியா இருக்கட்டும் நன்னா இருக்கட்டுமே அவன்கிற அந்த ஆஸ்பெக்ட் அவர் கொடுக்கவே இல்லை. புரியுறதா? அவன் நன்னா எங்க இருந்தாலும் நன்னா இருக்கணும், நான் உயிரோட இருந்தா போறோம், நான் நிம்மதியா இருக்கட்டும்ங்கிற ஃபீல் அவ கொடுக்கல. அவ கூட சந்தோஷமா இருக்க கூட இன்னொரு பொண்ணை கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்க கூடாதுங்கிற ஃபீலிங் தான் அவளுக்கு இருக்கு இல்லையா? நம்மள ஹிண்ட் தான் கொடுத்துருக்கு. ஏன்னா அவருக்கு இந்த கொஸ்டினுக்கு தனியா டிசைட் பண்றது ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. அதனால அவர் நம்ம கிட்ட லீவ் பண்றாரு. கொஸ்டின் உங்கள்கிட்ட கொடுத்துட்டு நீங்க அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணி நீங்க சால்வ் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. கன்க்ளூஷன் நம்மளோட கையில இருக்கு. Okay, I hope you all have understood this story clearly. Let us all meet in our next session. Thank you.